I'm ready.
Another trap. Jeez Louise.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Come on, Palagina. What are you doing? Oh, bloody hell. I don't even know if this is the same way to get to the...
Ready, Watcher.
behind that door. Here. Is this an alternative way? Seems like a bit of a commotion to get my party members into here. Because of all the traps. I don't want to...
Good.
Right, one at a time, folks. There's no way to do this other than one at a time. In fact, we could sacrifice Itumak. Oh, look at that. Cheeky buggers. They won't let you do that. He can't set them off.
Hey.
Because obviously he doesn't die, so it would have been a nice little cheeky way to...
Following your lead.
kind of get the traps triggered.
Right away.
Ready when you are.
Okay, so... we're not quite out of the woods yet.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Gotta be very
Ready,
careful
Roger.
here. Gotta be very careful, because when the fight starts... Ooh,
What?
just be careful, folks.
Hey.
Ah, it's an alternative way, you see. Oh boy.
Where are
No, get out of stealth. We need your assistance quickly. We need your assistance now.
they?
Right, you can get stuck in straight away.
Got an arrow for this one.
Oh, damn.
I won't lose.
It's okay, Fedoran. It's okay. We know you're clumsy. At least you didn't die on us. Right. So that's key to the same situation.
Ready, Watcher.
Who's here? Oh, they're here. I see. We better run then, guys, because run!
They
Go!
on some love.
Ooh, Itumak is facing some trouble again. We'll heal him. There we go, he's on our side now. We're off. I think we may need a slicken here. Okay, that's good. Keep plugging away. There's a bit of breathing room. There we go. Temple Guard is still alive.
Hey. Of course.
God, I don't want to see poor Alis here, dead, strung up on some sort of effigy, but after all of this, I do kind of hope she's in here. So we're going through hell and high water. This is a way out here. Effigies again. So that's the way out. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think what we are going to do is I did anticipate resting before we went in there, but I'm kind of changing my mind now. I don't believe there's going to be anything in here that we can't handle, to be quite honest with you. So
They didn't teach us much about locks in the Brotherhood. But let's see.
oh, that's a different entrance. That's a different door.
Hey,
Okay, well, wait a minute then. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Is this door on what they've done? No! Oh, I didn't notice there was another room down here.
you're not getting through me. Hey. Hey.
So rather unfortunately, we're going to have to manoeuvre ourselves once again. Uh-oh.
Of course.
I don't think these traps are very dangerous, do you? They're just firing electric bolts. I'm going to risk this for a biscuit. Just slightly touch and then run away. Got to be fast on your feet, you see. Fast on your feet and touch. Touch and run. 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 Okay, that got him. That got him.
Ah,
Hey.
The old touch and run strategy. So we are going to rest. Alright, let's have a look what we can get now, because we've got a few extra survival points here. So heal multiplier, movement, racial accuracy against beasts, primordials, spirits, vessels, wild as well. We want well, these are just regular people, aren't they? None of these apply. So heal multiplier is fine. Wilder is no use to ornament. So extra movement speed will be good. Damage reduction. Pretty useful. That's no good. Movement. Damage versus flanked. Healing received. Extra damage reduction. Damage reduction 2. Movement 2. I think damage reduction 2 is pretty nice. Same for him as well. Hiling payday.
Hey. Hey.
Okay, top up the oil supplies. And Alof has finished escorting the supplicant. Let's have a look at the report, shall we? Returns to the stronghold. 20,000 we've got, and we've got a lot of stuff to sell. We're beginning to get rich beyond our wildest dreams. It looks like there's no report. He's just finished the quest, and that's the end of the matter. Still waiting for our West Curtain Wall.
Hey.
So this doesn't look promising, does it? Look at all the blood. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
ready, Watcher.
Send the scouts in first. Blood pool. As you approach the blood pool, the viscous liquid churns and bubbles. You feel essence rising to the surface, reaching out to you, whispering. And commenting that someone should clean that up. Ugh, who would create such a vile thing? Grotesque masks and pools of blood. They aren't half-hearted in their madness, are they? Wrinkling his nose. A bubbling cauldron of Skane's hateful seed. He may be snivelling and cowardly in his ways, but he has never lacked for focus. Sagani peering at the bubbling pool. This is the work of something foul. No, we're not extending our soul. The souls recede and the blood settles as we back away. Or should we? Should we? Wait a second, let's bring the party in here. Fedoran is sensing something here.
Hello?
Doesn't trust this to his minions to sort out. There's another room there. Man's arms are cut open from elbow to wrist. Slashed throat. Right, come on. We're going to have to extend our soul here, aren't we? I feel. Hey. But before we do, perhaps just checking these areas first. Just need to make sure that we are not missing something. We're shooting hellfire.
There, up ahead.
Ooh, bit of steam. It's only a bit of steam, folks. No need to panic. Just a bit of steam. Another final crypt's master key. Scainite scriptures again.
Hey.
I'm here. I'll take a look.
Bloody traps. Sagani!
I'm here.
I know you're here, but stop. Don't step in the traps, please. Oh, more traps. It's fine. There's only two of us. Oh, more traps. It's fine. Just keep moving. She can't bloody. No point of even trying to disarm them. She can't do it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Something here. Something here. Something here. Diddle-a-doo-doo-doo. Okay. Okay. Just check up this side as well. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right, well.
Hey.
Deal with these first. Go!
Varanthus! Leave it to me!
Now what on earth is in here? I wonder.
I'm ready. Eyes open.
What is this? Unfathom customs. Potions.
Hey. Hey.
So we need to just check that out there. Right, we're going to risk it, I think. We're going to risk it again, and we're going to do the old...
Hey.
Run. Runny. As quick as you can. Oh, I just touched him slightly. It's fine. Run. Back. Ah, that's fine. Good job, Adair. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, good effort. Good effort, my friend. He's a good egg, isn't he? Taking it on the chin for the team. Risking the wrath of electricity. Just so that we can pass more easily. Past those irksome traps. Right, these guys look pretty big. In fact, take care of that guy. Yeah, that's lovely. Right. Adair's been knocked down, but he's straight back up again. We ain't ever gonna keep him down. Good. My spacebar is not working properly today for some reason. Right, just wait for him to cool down. Wait for him to cool down. And we're off. Antique from a deer.
Hey. All right, then.
Uh-oh. Who's this? Wyman, a large bull-necked man in a hood, helps a young elven woman down from a glass chamber connected to a dizzying array of cables and machinery. Her skin and clothing glisten with fresh blood.
You may feel a little lightheaded for the next hour or two, but that will pass. Have a meal and get some sleep when you return to town. The transfusion.
It's Aelys!
The transfusion will be smoothest if you relax and rest. The implanted essence already has a hold on your mind, so fighting it will be useless. And I hope our new visitor does not complicate matters overly.
What's going on here?
Subversion. The black sheep cousin of justice. Or haven't you heard Lord Heron's tale of woe about a missing daughter and an impending marriage? He's sent his soldiers to scour the village while he bides his time at the Dracogen Inn. I don't expect you to understand what I'm doing. You carry your privilege on your straight shoulders and in your soft hands. Neither the rituals of Scan nor the labors of animancy meet with much approval in polite society. But unsightliness reminds polite society that there are limits. When no one pays attention to the excesses and debaucheries of a lord, you give them something they can't look away from.
What are you talking about?
Lord Heron's been telling everyone she's his daughter. He brought her all the way out here just to avoid anyone who might know differently. She's his niece, and she's carrying his child.
Well, that puts a slight different twist on things, does it not? So Gary's eyes are bright white orbs against her face paint. Her own kin? Her voice grows quiet. I know how I deal with that one. Are you sure? This seems a bit far-fetched.
Easy to disbelieve. Easy to look away from something this ugly and question what you saw. And that's how he's gotten away with it so far.
I mean, they have no reason to lie to us.
Heron's own wife's delivered nothing but Hollowborn. Now he's got no heir, and his sister's child, Elise, is reaching the age to marry. Without progeny of his own, Heron's legacy would pass to her issue. So, he found a way to continue his own noble line by putting his child in this girl, his own niece.
Right, so what exactly are they doing, though? Are they trying to remove the child? They've obviously done something to her. Well, forget how bad. Well, we're not going to. Who gives a crap about him? This is about Aelys and what we face now. So yeah, animancy is your plan to use animancy to destroy him?
This isn't just about Heron to the girl. It's about the corrupting influences of power and wealth. How people of privilege, people like Heron, are so often insulated from the consequences of their actions. The charged essence of dozens of maltreated slaves and underlings is already taking root in her mind. Once it's established, it'll drive her to murder her uncle, her aunt, and anyone foolish enough to get in her way. People won't be able to look away from Heron's sins then.
Oh, this is an interesting situation because, okay, we're getting the gist now. So he's implanted something into her through animancy. Souls of slaves and underlings manifesting within her, and that's going to tip her over the edge, and she's going to see her uncle, her aunt, anyone else of noble birth, maybe, if she goes a bit too far. Oh well, this is very awkward for old Fedoran because he's a noble himself. He likes to think he's a lord. He likes to assist nobles. He's all about the grandeur, about the reputation, and these people don't seem to like that. So what do we do here? What do we do here in relation? Do we let her go on with? Do we let them live and let her go on with this proposed plan to murder her uncle? Her uncle's committed a very awful thing. I don't know if it's a crime in these parts, but well, it's not. Well, it's certainly not correct. He should probably face justice, not be slaughtered. But then, what evidence do we have of it? Oh, let's have a look what we can choose here. Seems like a lot of trouble to go to when a simple lynch mob will do. They don't get a lot of things right, but this kind of thing they know what to do with. Okay.
I do not wish to destroy Nestor Herent. I wish to end his entire rotten line. His name will become a curse among strangers. The deeds of his house will be eclipsed by his ruin. Foes will hear his name and shudder with pity. And any relatives who should survive him will abandon their fortunes just to rid themselves of the association. You're hot-blooded, willful, but there is no room for mercy and vengeance.
Oh. Whereas, first of all, the first thing we always do in these situations is we assess what we're seeing in terms of the enemy. And we're seeing nothing more than what we've already defeated as we've been passing through here. So if this turns into violence, I don't think Fedoran's got any concerns, really, about being overpowered. Unlike with the situation with perhaps Lord Radric, where we felt railroaded to accept his offer and helping out because we were fearful of his bodyguards. We're quite confident we can deal with these people. So in terms of our choice, it's going to be completely down to what we feel most strongly about. Now I'm beginning to think that, yeah, Harrond has to pay, certainly. But this is going further than that. This is going further. He's talking about taking down his entire line. And who's to say that this manifestation in Alis won't go further than that and start murdering people willy-nilly? No. We don't want this to happen. There's got to be another way. We'll bring Harrond to justice through the official channels.
It's already done. The essence is at work in her mind.
Alis only hesitates for a moment, seeming to rediscover her balance. She stares for the door. Oh, sorry, she starts for the door. Already drying her tears.
What is any of this to you? Don't tell me you pity Herrond. The girl was already his slave. Soon she'll be free of him, and the world will be a better place for it.
Oh, what do we do? Oh, God! God, oh God, oh God. I'm now wondering if we'd have done something with that pool, if we might have been able to interrupt this situation. Probably not. It was lunge for her and break her neck. That doesn't seem like something that he'd do. He wants to stop the situation, but at the end of the day, she's a woman. A woman who has suffered an awful atrocity. She's got something within her, and I think ultimately he's got a split second to think about this, but I'm thinking he's going to assume that he may be able to go back to town and maybe do something there. Lunging and breaking her neck just does not seem like something Fedoran would do.
Go. The plot will come to fruition on its own now.
We're still going to have to fight these guys, though. Yeah. If the option was to do something else, I think we may have taken it. But stepping in and breaking her neck certainly is not something Fedoran would do. Okay, we've let her go, and these guys survive. Now I'm wondering... the plan is going to go to fruition.
Ready when you are.
We have nothing further to discuss. It is
Not a
best if we
problem.
know as little as possible of one another.
Aha, this is a way out. Right, well, seeing as we're here, you don't mind if we
Hey,
loot the place dry, do you? Not classed as stealing, I don't think. Ooh, 8 mechanics.
I'm ready. Finished. Vacile.
Ooh, got a dagger. Wyman's notebook. Willing volunteers. The legacy has brought many grievances to the surface, and capturing the essence is primarily a matter of timing. Well, their practices are certainly not
hey.
something we approve of at this point, but striking these guys down.
Hey,
At the very least, we should probably strike these guys down. We've seen what they've been doing. I think before we come back and strike them down, I think what we're going to do is actually check out this blood pool here. This could be a mistake. You could almost argue. We've already made one whilst we've been down here.
Ready when you are.
The faint whispers resolve into a cacophony of voices. You imagine yourself surrounded by 100 men and women. Their naked flesh is scourged and bloody, or skinned and covered with flies. Their eyes are missing, replaced by glittering black stones. The voices cry out in unison. What's this? Another soul come to rage and burn, or merely to watch? You may be a long time in waiting. Our work today is already finished. What work? The pool itself begins to ripple with the sound of a dissonant chorus of perverse laughter that rakes at your ears. The lapping blood stirs a large metal cage, half submerged in the centre of the pool, and it creaks loudly as it rocks back and forth on a rusted pulley, as if in answer to your question. Who are you? A woman's voice replies. Nobodies, serfs and thralls and whores, used and thrown away. Almost all we had was taken from us, but what little remained we gave here. They hover at your soul's edge, feeling you out. Our fury burned within us, unquenched and unfed. But hate can be fashioned into a weapon by those willing to pay the price. Another voice speaks. In life we were weak, but in death we made a choice. Choice carries power. Yes, well, I think we're gathering what that power is, and it's certainly revenge. Anger channeled into a fire, bright enough to terrify the mightiest armies, hungry enough to consume vast estates, and planted like a seed in the heart, strong enough to sway a child to murder. The schemes of the powerless must be subtle, hollowing the enemy from the inside, chewing away the foundations of a house so that it collapses on itself before they're any the wiser. How... It is not good. This is not the way to do things. You hear rasping, shrieking laughter. The Animancer, he draws our essence into a mind where it can find traction. We burrow deeper and deeper until we've corroded every instinct of restraint and mercy. It becomes our vessel for revenge. They probe at the boundaries of your soul, exploring your essence. It is a shame there is nothing in you we could use. And there endeth the pool. Perhaps speaking with that may have been beneficial before confronting this little situation. Would it have changed our decision making? Maybe not. Are we going to go back and slay them all? No, we're not.
Of course.
They are religious fanatics, but they are certainly. But it rankles. I do not agree with what they've done. But ultimately, the biggest importance here is getting back as quickly as possible to... there was actually a quicker way out, wasn't there? But yeah, as quickly as possible to Lord Harren to see if we can stop whatever's happening. We're probably not going to be able to, but it's the least we can do. And tying ourselves up, taking these guys down in a fight, it's not our priority. Bloody hellfire. Now I forgot there was an exit there. Don't know where that leads though. And I'm never going to flip in now, am I? Because I've come completely the other way. And there was that quick shortcut here. Where does that go? Oh dear. It's like 11:45 now at night, so all these little brain fade moments are to be expected. Probably a quicker way out. Well, oh well. We are back. Quick, 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 quick. Quick. Oh, he's here. Oh, what? Is he going to believe us?
Ready when you are.
What happened?
Worried sick, dear.
The older
What
elf.
would I do if something happened to you? It's time Elise and I moved on. It will be good to reach the quiet of Ina's rest after all of this.
Why wait for Skane's slow burn when we can punish right now? Leave no doubts as to the outcome. Okay, so what did this... I'm sure it will. It's too late. Her mind has been poisoned. What do these mean? These don't make sense to me. I want to choose the one where we tell him exactly what's going on. But we need to bring him to justice also.
I take it you played some part in her return. Please accept a token of my appreciation for your discreet assistance.
Discreet assistance? Don't think we're going to quite put it like this, but we do want him to know that we know what he's done. He gasps, his eyes widening in horror and outrage. He yanks a coin purse from his belt and drops it into your hand. I don't know what foul rumours you've heard, but my family is one of the oldest and noblest in Defiance Bay. We've been defenders of this land for generations, and my heir will see our noble line continued. Coughs into his fist, looking away. I don't want his money. And we should be going. Come, my dear. Just a few more days of travel and we'll be off the road. No, I didn't want it. No. Oh, that is not the ending that I want. Oh, and Nadog's returned. Nadog has returned here. Though Nadog wasn't able to find the source of the rumours plaguing Road's End, and the surrounding earldom of Hellsgate, the local authorities assisted in breaking up mobs, punishing would-be murderers, and preventing more young women from being buried alive. A particularly large and violent mob at Kell Hill Cemetery required Nadog to rally the local soldiers and put down the primary troublemakers. On the body of the biggest belligerent, Nadog found an odd magical rope that he intended to use on a local young woman. A wizard advisor of the Earl of Hell's Gate suspected that the rope had been created by the same person responsible for spreading the rumours and inciting the attacks in the first place. Some cash, and we get binding rope. +2 constitution on the waist. Not bad. Oh, well, God. If ever there was a quest that I've done so far in this game where pretty much everything went wrong, it was this one. Fedoran couldn't bring himself to break the woman's neck, so let her run, which ultimately we didn't really want her to start murdering the Harron family. Then we left in a rush and in haste to get back to here to confront Lord Harron and sort the situation out, therefore missing the opportunity to slay these Skane people, who are no doubt going to cause more misery in the future. We missed out on the opportunity to explore where those steps led, and then we come here at least to try and set things right. We accept cash from the dirty old man and allow him to walk off into the sunset, where of course he is eventually going to be murdered. So yeah, not ideal, but we did our best. And one final thing before we conclude the session today, I just noticed also during the last session that Aeon is here. Remember the man in the catacombs of Defiance Bay who murdered a Crucible Knight, and we allowed him to escape? He's made it here.
Yeah?
Why, it's you! Thank you, friend. You've given me another chance, and I mean to make the most of it. I've been telling everyone around here about how you helped me. Indeed it is him, and he's happy to see us. Well, perhaps we'll have a couple of drinks with him, listen to the bard tell his stories, and then in the morning we shall head on out once more to butcher some more quests. And I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to head out to, first of all, the mill in town, and then once we've been there, we'll be free to head to Deerford Crossing to find this ogre, including some missing pigs potentially, and some worm eggs, some dragon eggs for the alchemist in town. So until then, see you soon.